It's another back and bicep workout. This time I'm hitting up a different gym. This is my main gym I like to go to, called Body Shop. So it's a little bit more iron plate based gym. But I always like to warm up with bent over rows with a V grip. I usually don't have a warm up set. I usually just stick with a working set for three sets of 10, and yeah. I really like this for my lower back. It really helps with the development of it, and I can really feel it. The only thing I don't like about this is the setup. I always have to find all the weight, get all the weight right. I like to use 25s on this row so I can get it closer to my chest. 45s just make it too far away so I don't get that full activation. And then finding the V grip that fits around the bar, and then getting the bar and the pole so I can. It makes it a little bit more difficult to try and get it all set up and squared away. Getting my straps off are a pain in the rear for me, but I mean that makes sense because I don't have any hands to unvelcro them. So yeah, but at the beginning it's easier, but once the workout progresses it gets a little harder. Then isolation pullbacks, I love this machine if I have a handle on it. We've been progressively going up on this machine. It takes a little bit though to find the right weight. I always warm up with a 45 on each side, and then I like to do one side per set, then switch so I can really activate my lower lat on my backside. And then this one doesn't do very well in the prosthetic because I can't bend my prosthetic very well on here and fit my regular leg on the other side with the padding. So I just have to like do an angle with my prosthetic. But I'm pretty snug in there once I do get my real leg kind of down there. But I still have to like push it up a little bit so I can be stable when I'm pulling a lot of weight. It's just how it goes. And then finding a D handle, finding like a flexible handle to put on these so I can reach them. My length is short, so when I mean short arms, I mean I'm missing about 6 inches off my hands when I don't have any fingers, so it's just harder to reach the handle. So that's why the D handle works really well. I have to find one that's not like plastic either, so but it really helps with having the hooks, and then I can just really isolate hitting that lower lat. But yeah, anyway, I have to dig my heel in for my prosthetics so that I can stay in place and don't move when I'm pulling the weight, because it really will pull you off the seat if you're not careful. The hard part about this workout is switching hands on each side. You need to adjust the seat every time, or not adjust the seat, but make sure the seat doesn't fall down, and the pads always are pinning my legs to the floor, and then I have to move the handle. I guess I could use 2 handles, but I prefer to use 1. So, but yeah, here's me putting on the straps. It's always a pain in the rear. I take them off after every workout because they get too tight and I start to lose feeling in my hands, or my nubs. And so if I don't take them off, they start to lose feeling, and so it starts to hurt. So and then it depends on how much weight I'm pulling on each workout, that they get loose, and so I have to retighten them sometimes mid-set. So yeah. For this one, this is the seated row. I like to cable seated row. I like to switch in between double cable and single cable, and then really focus on full stretch, and then trying to hold it for at least a second or two at my chest, lower abdomen, and then slowly going back up. But near the end, I kind of have to. It's kind of harder for me to maintain that when I try to maintain slowing down near the end. So, because you just get fatigued near the end of it. So, I do a warm-up set here, and then I do 3 for 10 or 3 for 8, depending on how heavy it is, and depending on how sore my arms are. Because typically this is either my 3rd or 4th workout. I like to switch it up between that and lat pull downs, so I'll intermingle them just depending on what's available. Probably in this one, the lat pull downs are all being used, so I just went to seated rows first. That's one thing about being in a gym that's really popular, is just trying to find the workout. And then sometimes I'm just feeling like a seated row after isolated pullbacks. But yeah, just depends on how full the gym is and where everybody's at. So in this case, there was some people on the lat pull down, so I wasn't able to get there. But ended up getting the lat pull down, and today it looks like I just decided to do double cable instead of doing single cable. I go back and forth. I like them both, but double cable really helps because I don't have any thumbs to. It really helps because I don't have the thumbs on the side to help stabilize it. So having 2 cables to pull down with really helps stabilizing when it comes down to my chest and then going back up slowly. Because if it's a single, I have to put pressure on both sides equally, or I'll lean more towards the left or the right, depending on how heavy it is and then how stable the cable is. But I really like the double, so but I always have to go heavier on the double than I can on the single. But both are really good, and I go back and forth just depending on what's available or what I'm feeling like that day. So yeah, again, it's really hard for me to bend my prosthetic on these pads, so I always have to kind of kick it out to the side and get it in order to get it in, get both legs inside the padding to hold me down. And then my arms are so short, I can't even go all the way down unless I want to come off the seat, so I have to kind of just pull it before I can get all the way down, or I'll get pulled off the seat. Then another seated row machine instead of cable. This one's a little difficult because my hooks don't go all the way on it when I'm pulling back. They kind of lift off on the sides, but this one really isolates my back movements, and I really feel it. So I like this one. I like to finish with this one. This is the last workout I like to finish with my hooks, because my hooks I really start to feel them on this last workout, because I've been using them to lift heavy weight or move heavy weight all the whole workout. So I really try to stick with a limited amount of hook pulls as I can, but it is a pull day, so I really don't have any choice but to use them on all my pull workouts. So, but it really does. I try to use mainly machines, but occasionally I'll put in some bent over rows with a free weight if it's my only option. Most of the time I can find something else to do with the machine can do. So, and then lower back, I really like this one. I mean, I do hit lower back with bent over rows, but this really isolates it, and I feel like I hit it more, and I'm just trying to build up my lower back because that's where your whole back sits on. And so if I don't hit it, this is kind of the best one for me to hit in terms of lower back, but a lot of people hit it differently. But I try to throw it in there at the end of the workout because my lower back, I don't hit it too much during this workout, during my back and bi workout, due to my schedule or what I can and can't do, but end up just hitting this so that so just build up strength in the lower back. It's really hard for me to hold on to these weights. I like the 25, but eventually I have to go up to a 45. But it's just so hard for me to hold on to a 25 and a 45 and a 35. I need to figure out something else that makes it a little bit easier for me to hold on to weight, because it's just too easy if I just do body weight. So it's just how it goes. Bicep curl is this seated bicep curl. This really hurts my wrists. But I like the way I'm pushing here and pulling here. I might need to add my pads to this workout so my wrists don't kill me, because I just started doing 245 plates on here for 10, and it really just hurts my wrist near the end of it, just because the padding is not all the way on the inside, and that's the only place I can hold. Just when I put my wrists on it, plate loaded bicep curl. And this is kind of the only isolated bicep curl I do the whole workout, because I don't do free weights, and so I activate my biceps on everything I do on all my other workouts via cable, via machine. So it just makes sense that this is kind of just finish with this one, so I can just burn out my biceps. And it seems to work out for me very well on this. But yeah, it's just really heavy, and it's super hard near the end, especially when I've already been pulling them on my wrists all workout long. So if you like it, please subscribe, like, and comment. Thanks.